It's a bit cool, huh? So how is the practice doing? Huh? Any problems with your practice? Lacking motivation? Huh? What ist es? Annette und habt ihr euer Pensum etwas erhöht?
Aber noch nicht erreicht.
Stetig versuchen wir es, ja. Und immer kommt wieder was dazwischen, gell? Das kommt dazwischen, jenes kommt dazwischen. We don't know. We don't know when we are going to die. Yeah? I mean, we think, maybe we are young and we think, we still have so many years to practice, so do it slowly. No. We have no idea. Yeah? Most of us have any idea when they are going to die. We can die tomorrow. Yeah? We can die even tonight. Yeah? We can die in 15 years or in 5 years or in 20 years or in 50 years. Yeah? I mean, that is completely up to our karma that we have from our previous lives. Yeah? So don't take it for granted that you still live 30, 40, 50 years. Yeah? We don't know. Yeah? I mean, when we look at the situation of the world, I mean, it's close to World War III. Yeah? So, I mean, will we survive the World War III, or will we, go under? Yeah? And where do we go? Yeah? I mean, even if we think, okay, where do we go? Go we up or go we down? Yeah? I mean, from the human realm, there are only two options. We can go up to the Deva realm, to the heavenly realm, or we can go down into the lower realms. Yeah? The ghost realms, hell realms, demon realms, animal realms. Yeah? Do we know where we go? No. Probably most of us. Yeah? Sometimes we have an inkling, we go to hell. Yeah? Yes, we have been to hell before. I mean, we came out. We survived hell. Yeah? We also survived heaven. Yeah? We survived, human life. Yeah? But what is dying is, what is dying in the human realm, or animal realm is the body. Yeah, that's it. The chitta goes to the next. Make us, make us aware. I mean, about death. The time. The death is coming. Can come any time. So we shouldn't slack in our effort, to get to the stage, where we can be sure, I mean, at most we will be reborn 7 times. Or, if we don't like that, we make sure that we don't come back again. Yeah, but that is a tough, that is quite a tough undertaking. And it requires a lot of effort, yeah. Determination, I mean, you get up in the morning, okay, where's my Buddha or where's my breath, until you go down in the evening, you're tired, or most of the practitioners don't sleep when they are tired, they sleep only when they are not tired. So that, they sleep just the right amount of 2 or 3 hours. Until we close our eyes, yeah. And every occasion, every opportunity we take, to learn, what is going on, what am I doing, why am I doing it, what is the result of our doing. Knowing, when the hand is, when the arm is moving, knowing when the foot is moving or the leg is moving, knowing what we want to, when we drink, all the whole process. Yeah, we see something, we grab hold of it, and we put it to the mouth and we drink it. I mean, it's a lot of process. Are we aware of it? When we take a shower, are we aware of it? When the water, I mean, touches the body or the skin, are we aware of the sensation? Are we aware, I mean, of the soap, or whatever we use, to wash the body or to wash the hair? Yeah, are we aware of these things, or are we somewhere in thoughts what I'm going to do next? Yeah? That's what has happened to most of the people, or what happened before. Are we aware when we are talking? Yeah, what do we want to say? Why do we want to say it? Huh? What is the result of our words? Yeah. on the other person, on ourselves. Yeah? How much does it distract our practice? I mean, so many ample situations, even here, in a very quiet environment. Think about, when you are out in the world, I mean, you can't even cope with it, so much, yeah? Here in the simple environment, there are so many things that we do, that we say, that we think, I mean, we are not aware of. Yeah? That's what we have to practice, complete awareness, yeah, of all times, from the morning we wake up until, the evening we close our eyes. Yeah? And this awareness, I mean, we practice, when we do samadhi. When we are aware of the breath going in or aware of the breath going out, knowing that the breath is deep or shallow or rough or, detailed or subtle, whatever. Yeah? It's the same with the Buddha. Knowing the Buddha is fast or slow, deep or shallow or whatever. Yeah? These are the things that we need to be aware of. And then, of course, in the evening, we should do our daily reflection. It is much easier to do the daily reflection or learn the daily reflection here than, in the world where so many things happen. We tend to forget things. So we know, with what kind of thought or what kind of dream or what kind of image did I wake up? Yeah, what did I do then? I mean, probably sit down or to do walking meditation or throw some water in my face. Yeah, what did I do then? What did I think about it? What kind of feelings came up? What kind of memories came up? Yeah? All these things, I mean, so little things that we are doing here. Yeah, when sweeping, while sweeping, what kind of thoughts are crossing your mind while sweeping? Yeah? And so on. Yeah, when you go to the meal, when you go in the morning to the sala, yeah, I mean, what kind of thoughts are crossing? All this kind of reflection we can do, and it is much easier done, around the evening or late afternoon. Yeah, when we go back after we have our shower, and then we reflect upon it. Yeah, and we don't judge it. We don't say it's good or bad. Yeah? We just want to know. That is the practice, yeah. Practice of meditation is wanting to know, wanting to understand what is going on. Huh? I mean, I always ask myself, what the hell is going on? Why are you doing the things that you do? Why do you say the things that you're saying? I mean, they're completely, utterly useless. Yeah, they only produce you dukkha, yeah, dissatisfaction. Yeah? So why do you still do it? Yeah. And then, this point, I put into my awareness. On the next day, I tried, I mean, to be more aware of the situation that brings out, these instincts that we call instincts or characteristic tendencies, yeah, and then investigate these characteristic tendencies. What is the root cause for that? Yeah, why do they come up? A very common, cause for this is our inherent dissatisfaction. Yeah? Our inherent dissatisfaction in restlessness is one of the dissatisfaction, yeah? That we have dis-ease, I mean, we are restless, we don't know what to do, what, and we think about, we think about the future. Why do we think about the future? Yeah? I mean, is the present moment not enough? I mean, there are so many things. There are so many things in this present moment. So many things happening, yeah, that you are not aware of. Yeah? And that's what we try to get to. Yeah, get to this moment-to-moment awareness of what is going on in our life. Yeah? Until, and train this daily reflection, especially if you think you're going back into the lay life, train it here, it is much easier. Right? And you will see it will have a lot of benefits. You will cut down on all these unnecessary things that you see at the moment you just do out of habit. Yeah? We are habitual people. Yeah? We train these habits, and we act according to our habits, yeah, and we never question these habits. Huh? That's why I sometimes call it, I mean, we are, well, what is it? Yeah, robots, yeah, human robots, yeah, with the appearance of a human being, but in our behavior we are robots, yeah. I mean, when you see your mother, you act differently than when you see your brother or your sisters, yeah, or your father or your friends, yeah. It's a habit. It's a program that works, you know. When you go and visit your family, yeah, I mean, the older people can look back, you know, in memory, you know, whenever they see their mother or their father, you know, what was going on in their brain, you know, before. How do I react, you know, when they ask this, you know, how do I respond to that? That is programmed. That's not spontaneously. Yeah. So we try, you know, and why is it all? Because we are afraid, you know, that something, you know, something painful is going to happen. That's why we program ourselves, yeah, to avoid, you know, situations that we think are painful, yeah, or you know, we don't like. So we program ourselves. You know, when we see this person, we behave like this. When we see another person, we behave like that. We are not spontaneous. We are robots. We are programmed, and you can see that very clearly, you know, in your daily activity. Yeah? You do things, you know, certain things, you know, you're not aware of. Yeah. For instance, washing your body. You know, taking a shower. You know, yeah. I mean, you do it automatically. Yeah. You're not aware of, you know, is it actually, you know, working well or not? Yeah. Or maybe I should, you know, scrub my shoulders or things like that, you know, more, you know, and this less, you know. No, we do it, and while our mind is somewhere else, yeah, thinking about this and thinking about that. No? Human robots, huh? Programmed. That's, you know, spontaneous, you know, seeing a situation, reacting according to the situation. If we have awareness in a situation, I mean, we have the perfect answer to it. But if we program ourselves, if this is happening, I'm going to react like this. If that is happening, I react like that. Isn't that? Huh? When we look at our life, yeah? That is not spontaneous. Spontaneous is being aware, yeah? And if you're truly aware, huh, then the situation comes, and sometimes you act, and sometimes you don't act. But our program prohibits that. Yeah? If the situation comes, you know, the old habit, just moves us forward. Yeah? No matter if it is in word or in actions. Yeah? But if we are aware, oh, yeah, sometimes. Yeah. It's like me, you know, I mean, I don't have to teach, you know, I'm... Sometimes people come who are really interested in Dhamma, and then I give a very long talk. Yeah? And sometimes people come, and I don't know what to say. It's not like, you know, there's something running in my program, this, I have to say. No. I come down, sit down, you know, and have a look, you know, what needs to be said. Yeah? And if there's nothing to say, you know, then I shut up. I find it, you know, I mean, living with an arahant, you know, living with Lungta Mahabua, I mean, it is so inspiring, yeah. I mean, you see him sitting, you know, people come, you know, and yeah, then he either says something or he doesn't say something, yeah. He gets up or he doesn't get up, yeah? And when he says something, you know, he's fully present. I've never seen any person, you know, being so fully present, yeah. And when the people are gone, whoops, gone. There's nobody there anymore. It's gone. Yeah? It's just his body left. Yeah? That's really amazing. Yeah? And then somebody comes and then he acts again. Then he, you know, wakes up again. Yeah? According to the situation. Yeah? And that is our aim, you know, I mean, to be spontaneous, you know, to react in the same situation differently, because any kind of situation is not the same situation. Huh? What we are trying to do is, you know, I mean, we are good at pattern matching, you know, we see, think this is the same situation, so we act like this. No, every situation is different. Huh? And every situation needs a different answer. Just like any questions, as similar as it seems, needs a different answer because of the person who asks it, yeah, and the personality of the person, how much does he understand? Yeah? So sometimes Lungta, gave a very deep talk, yeah. I mean, deep instruction, and sometimes, in the same question, he answered very shortly because he knew these people won't understand, the intrinsic, of the Dhamma. Yeah? So he just gives a very short answer, yeah, and sometimes a very, very instructional answer, a very deep answer, yeah? Depending on the situation. Same question, or similar question, yeah, but reacting differently. That is what spontaneous is. That is when we are aware of the situation, when we are aware of the person, we're talking to, or aware of the whole situation. Yeah? That's, yeah? And evaluate it. I mean, the evaluation is instantly. We know. Yeah? And that is what we have to develop. We have to develop with samadhi, knowing every step of the breath, knowing every step of the Buddha. Is the Buddha fast? Is it slow? Is it the beginning? Is it in the middle? Is it towards the end? Is it the in-breath? Is it the middle? Is it the end? Is it changing to the out-breath? Is the out-breath, in the beginning, or is it in the middle, or is it at the end? Every moment, we are trying to be aware. And that fosters it, this awareness, and we know at any moment. Yeah? And in the beginning of our samadhi, we start to know more things. Yeah? And we shouldn't be distracted by these things that we know. Yeah? And we shouldn't go out to it because that will distract us. Yeah? And the further our practice is, the further we go into, I mean, the world outside disappears. It disappears. Even when we go very deep, our body disappears. Yeah? Until there's only the breath, and the area where the breath happens, the lungs. Yeah? And that's all what we are what we are aware of, from the body, because we are so concentrated that we cannot be aware of the other things. Yeah? In the beginning, our awareness seems to broaden, and then it slowly closes in. Yeah? Because why? I mean, we are not aware when we think about this, look at the people, going with their smartphones through the world, they don't know anything. Yeah? And it is the same with us, when we go through the streets, when we go through the streets, think about this and think about that, we are not aware of what is going on around us. Yeah? So the first step, of samadhi is, being aware of what is going on around us, but we are not interested by it. So we go back to the breath, or we go back to the Buddha until everything closes down, it becomes one-pointed. Yeah. And when the breath stops, or the thinking of one Buddha becomes so difficult, then we swap it into into the knowingness that the breath stopped. Yeah. The breath does not disappear. It stops. It really stops. Yeah, and that can arise some fear. I mean, yeah. And then I said, whatever can disappear, let it disappear, and let's see what is left over. Yeah, and what is left over is the pure knowingness. Huh? And then everything, the universe has disappeared. All of it, has disappeared, and there's only this pure knowingness. Yeah? It's called appana samadhi, deep state of samadhi. I mean, it's a wonder, Lungta Mahaprabhu said, it's a preview of Nibbana, yeah, because there's nothing left, yeah. The universe, everything, anicca, anatta, dukkha, is gone. Yeah? The universe is the source of anicca, anatta, dukkha, yeah. Because whatever happens in the universe, even our consciousness, including our consciousness, is anicca, anatta, dukkha. Yeah? So it belongs to the universe, and when we enter deep samadhi, all these things are gone. Huh? And all what is left is pure knowingness. But not the knowingness that knows about objects, because that would be, still back in the universe. Yeah? A knowingness that knows about objects, the knowingness that knows about breath, is not appana samadhi. The knowingness, that is pure, yeah, and pure and one-pointed, yeah. Think about subject and object. If subject and object merges into one, we cannot say anything anymore. And that is one-pointedness. Yeah? So That is called Appana Samadhi. Yeah? I mean, it would be a wonder, for us to experience it, when we come out, wow, yeah, what was that? I want to go back because it's so utterly peaceful, I mean, we don't want to be in this world, We don't want to be bombarded by all these senses, I mean, that we so seemingly, in quotation mark, enjoy, yeah? The senses of thinking, the senses of tasting, of touching, of smelling, of, yeah, whatever, of thinking, yeah? I mean, there seems to be a burden when we come out of Appana Samadhi. So that's why we want to go back. The first thought is, I want to go back. And then the other thing, if you stay long enough in Appana Samadhi, when you come out, you don't know who you are, where you are, why you are. You don't know. You have to get your memories back until, I mean, it takes quite a while. It takes a few minutes until you realize who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Yeah? Because you completely disappeared. The ego, yeah, or whatever personality has disappeared in Appana Samadhi. Yeah? It has to disappear because because personality, habits and programs, are all anicca, yeah? All impermanent. Yeah? They constantly change. Our characteristic habits from 4 years old, until 16 years old changed. Yeah? From 16 years old to 30 years old changed. Yeah? Some of it, stay on, but they change a little bit. Others, completely disappear, and others appear. Yeah. So I mean, the personality is gone. So when we come back out of Appana Samadhi, I mean, we see how this is all made up, and maybe then we understand the Lord Buddha's statement that this whole world is a delusion. Yeah, it's an illusion. Yeah. I mean, we are deluded by these things. And we go for it, we are attached to it and think this is real. It's not real. It's like playing, I've never played a virtual reality game, but I think it might be similar. Yeah? People get completely up in their virtual reality game, I mean, and they believe they are, yeah? These people, that they impersonate, yeah? It's just like us, we believe we are this person that we impersonate, yeah? But this person doesn't really exist, it is made up constantly and constantly changing. There's nothing that lasts, The thoughts, are nature, the thoughts appear and disappear, they change over time, yeah? Our views and opinions change over time, yeah? Our memories, change over time, and so on. Everything changes, our body changes from being young, from being middle-aged, from being sick, and from being old-aged, yeah? And, yeah, until death, yeah? Remember that, yeah? And, and reflect about death, yeah? Reflect about pain, yeah? I mean, if you have the opportunity to investigate pain while you do samadhi, yeah? Investigate pain. What is pain, yeah? Maybe it's just the same as an illusion, yeah? What is going on in the body really, yeah? Where is this pain, yeah? Why does it move from one place to the other, or why does it disappear when I get up? Yeah? That's not real pain, yeah? Or go through the stages of the 3 stages of pain of death, yeah? The first, when the breath stops, the next, when the whole body is on fire, and the third, when all the all the elements, all the substances, break up, yeah? I mean, all the organs break up, into its elements, yeah? Fire, water, air, earth, and air, yeah? That these are the 3 stages of death, yeah? I mean, if you can do that, I mean, that would be immensely valuable, because, I mean, what is there to be afraid of death anymore? Yeah? Nothing. You know it all, yeah? And if we know something, we are not afraid of it. Yeah? We go through. And so we don't have to protect ourselves. We're thinking about this, if that is happening, I'm doing this. If that is happening, I'm doing that. No. We are aware, and we know what to do. Yeah, I mean, we have choices, depending on our karma. We have choices to go this way or that way, just like in a city. We have the choices to go left, right, or forward or backward, yeah? Or sideways, 45 degrees or 90 degrees, we have choices, yeah? But if you take a choice, then other things will happen, yeah? If you take that choice, other things will happen. All depending on our karma, yeah? So, use the time, yeah? Yeah? We don't know when we die. Reflect about it, yeah? It can happen any moment, yeah? But it might not happen for the next 50 years, yeah? How do we know? Okay? Do you have any questions? Get unprogrammed, and you will feel free. What is a free person? He can do whatever, yeah? Not what he wants, what he thinks he wants, he acts according to the situation, yeah? That's what is, yeah? And he's not bothered by it. Okay? So, then, go back to your kuti, use the time, and reflect about death, yeah? And you get up to the speed, you both of you, yeah? Minimum. Was habe ich gesagt? Minimum erstmal 4 Stunden, dann 2 Wochen später 6 Stunden, ne? Ja? Bis wir hoch auf 8 Stunden sind, ja? Ja? Ihr habt keine bessere Chance als hier, das zu lernen. Ja? Wenn ihr Fragen habt, könnt ihr jederzeit kommen. Ja? Ich weiß, es ist schwierig, ja, und vor allem, wenn man alt ist, und wir sind nur eingefahren, ja, das ist alles Habit, das ist alles, ja, wie sagt man im Deutschen, ja? Gewohnheit, ja? Ja? Ja, wir sind nur eingefahren, na? Und das müssen wir rausbringen, dieses Programmierte. Ja? Da ist so viel Sand im Getriebe. Ja? Ich will, ich muss das machen, ich muss das machen. Was? Wir müssen gar nichts machen, wir müssen Buddha machen. Ja, das müssen wir machen. Ja? Was habe ich gesagt? Ne? Sind wir auf dem Weg, wenn wir beim Buddha sind oder beim Atmen sind? Ja? Dann sind wir auf dem richtigen Weg. Ja? Wenn wir nicht dabei sind, wenn wir darüber nachdenken, wie wir das, was wir machen, was wir in der nächsten Zeit machen, dann sind wir eben nicht mehr bei der Praxis. Ganz einfach, im Grunde genommen ganz einfache Erklärung. Ne? Ganz einfache Maß, ja? Ganz einfaches Maß, wo wir sehen können, wir gehen auf den richtigen Pfad oder nicht. Okay? Aufweichen. Ja? Du bist so, merkst du gar nicht. Starr. Okay? So, that's it.